How's it going, everyone? How's it going? So, if you're watching this video after the fact that it's gone live, I am not going to be playing music during this one just because I want to be sure that YouTube doesn't block it or anything. So, yeah, going to be doing a non-video stream. How exciting is that? But yeah, so it's the winter weekend. Going to be doing some stuff for the winter weekend. And some other random stuff. And hey, what do you know? Perfect timing. Right as soon as I get on here, the oven is done because I forgot about it. So 1 second while people actually get into the video and actually start watching the stream, which could take a little bit. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. How's it going? Freezing a lot. Not sure whose end it is. Okay, well, that's good, that's good. If there's any kind of issues you guys are getting, then let me know. So, oh, just volume. Yeah, freezing a lot for me too, just volume. Oh, is it okay now? Yeah, I left for a minute, so that could be. I wasn't actually lagging or anything. I was just not there. Lootescape. Yeah, hang on, guys. Let me give you your Twitch crate. Okay, good. Yeah, no, sorry. Right as soon as I started the oh shoot, I didn't change I didn't change the title. I bet you. Oh God, what was? Oh, I don't even know what the title says. You know what? This is my very first stream. Let's see, 1 second. You need to change the video. The current resolution is 25. It was not supported for this resolution. What? Okay, so this is my very first stream for the new setup for like the new computer and everything. So it's going to take me just a second here to actually get everything going. So please let me know if there's any issues or anything like that. I'm actually looking at everything right now. Okay, so a Dimension of the Damned. Yeah, hey guys, it's Dimension of the Damned again. Okay, so that'll be changed now. Dimension of the Damned, you know. Hey, thank you, man. Okay, so funny story about this shirt. The reason why I'm wearing this shirt is because I literally bought this shirt at Buffalo Exchange. If you have any idea what Buffalo Exchange is, it's just like a Goodwill or something like that. Like a slightly more like they only take specific things. Not really Goodwill. They buy your clothes and they resell them for like, you know, like cheap. So it's still cheap. But they, yeah, I don't know, whatever, you probably get the idea. Anyway, I went in there, and they had this shirt for $12, and I was like, oh man, I'm alright, I'm gonna buy this shirt, and I'm gonna wear this shirt next time I go to Vegas. And so I was planning this trip to go to Vegas, and then the trip didn't happen, so I didn't get to wear it. So then tonight, I was like, alright, hey, okay, so for the green screen type effect, you'll notice the green screen type, like, well, right now, it's actually behaving really nicely, actually. It's actually, except for clipping off my arms, it's actually doing pretty well. And I think the reason why is because there's nothing in my background that's blue, so it's like perfectly matching everything right now with my hat blue and then my shirt blue. So it's actually pretty awesome. This shirt actually works really well for the green screen effect. So yeah, that's why I'm wearing it. Where did I get the party hat? I actually got the party hat from RuneFest. So this last RuneFest is where I got the party hat. Yeah, it's nerdy looking, but it's great. Because of the fact that, oh look, it just clipped out. It's great because it matches the shirt. Let's hear. Hopefully it comes back in. I don't know why it's not clipping. I have an actual green screen coming, and then when it gets here, it's not going to clip. I can move the camera to the bottom and see how it looks. I literally, guys, this is my very first. This is the very first stream of the new setup. So, how's that? Maybe I'll come over here. There we go. We'll just slide over in the corner. There we go. And it's clipping off half my head. Woo! Okay. Awesome. Yeah, now I get it. Now I'm not a floating torso. Yeah, that's probably a good thing, right? Okay, so got that set up. I also, it looks like I need to change the the configuration for... Let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Looks like it keeps telling me that my resolution is too high. Wait a minute. This stream's current bitrate is 2659. We recommend 9500. I mean, I can do 9500 bitrate on this computer, but I didn't think it would let me. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I think what it's saying is that I'm running too low of a bitrate for the resolution or whatever. So let me see. Hopefully I don't have to kill the stream. Let me find out. I'm gonna try a 9500 bitrate. We'll just go with that. Cool. Boom. This is the reason why I bought a beast of a computer. So I'm like, what do I gotta do? Cool. Let's just do it. Okay, so... Oh, there we go. Now it says it's healthy. So it might improve it. Let's see. It might improve it. Okay. Alrighty, alrighty. So in a couple minutes here, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and just start playing and stuff. But I just want to see if it goes back to being the healthy thing. It says bad unsupported resolution for the latency configuration. For latency configuration, whatever. You need to change this video resolution. The current resolution is 2560 by 1440, which is what I use, which is not supported for this configuration. The expected resolution is 2560 by 1440. Doesn't even make any sense. Don't use 1440p, but hey, use 1440p. Okay, whatever. As long as it looks good, that's really all I'm worried about. And yeah, my hat is just going to keep on clipping in and out, it looks like. Let's see if I can maybe move the light situation around here a second here and see if that helps. Let's see. How's it going, Matt? Welcome. Hey, look. Hey, someone stole my party hat. That's why it's gone. Hopefully my skull is just not clipped off the entire time. We're going to try to avoid that. Let me mess around with this light here for a second. Did anyone recognize me at RuneFest? So... as you probably know, my channel's a little bit smaller, so I was actually surprised. Don't think your upload can handle this resolution. Yeah, I think that's my problem too. Yeah, there was like 3 people that recognized me at RuneFest, and they came up and they were freaking out, which I was like, okay. they're really nice. So I was actually surprised 3 people knew me. Now I was expecting like none. Okay, let's see. So yours cuts out, Bob. Good to know. Let me switch this over to 10 to... Okay, so it's currently... I'm able to run it at 60 FPS and 1440. So my computer specs in the basics is I have a i7 8700K and a 1080 GPU. Let's see. 33 people. Wow. Hey, awesome. Thank you for everybody for joining. This is my very first time on this new PC, so I'm just trying to make it not clip my head off as a good start, and then also make it so the computer's not, or the stream is not saying bad. I don't think that actually helped. Whatever, I think I might just have a clipping head. There's not a whole lot I can do about that, honestly, until I get my green screen in here. I don't understand why it's clipping off half my head, though. Weird. Okay. All right. So how does it look for you guys? How does it look? Let me know how's it going? How's it going? Yep. I'm just gonna have the. You know what? Let's see if it stops clipping if I take off my hat. The Wealth series is still going to go for sure. Like I'm still doing the Flip for Wealth series. I've just been messing around with getting the computer to work a lot better. A lot more, I guess. That's where my time has been going, is doing that. And I've got like a ridiculous amount of work with my e-commerce stuff because of being Christmas. Alright, so I'm just going to have this hair, and I'm not going to be able to do the party hat for now because it's going to chop my head off. So anyway, let's get on with it. Okay, so basically I was just going to do like a chill, relax stream. If you guys have questions, you can feel free to ask. It's kind of like one of those open things where if you guys feel like you know, you want to ask some questions about random stuff that you've been wanting answers to, then feel free. Anything related to merchanting, flipping, blah 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 blah. And hopefully this Sliske will buy while... Hey, look at that progress, guys. 63 diamond necklaces have bought. Oh, amazing. And these Sliske, yeah, doing great. Doing great right here. I've bought 0 out of 1. Oh, man, the progress. I only have 1 left to buy. Huh, perfect. Okay, so while that takes 25 years and probably doesn't buy, I'm going to go in here and get out what I need to get out. So I don't remember where I put this stuff. I need to cut these gems at some point. But we're going to go to do... I did not get a dungeoneering team because we didn't have enough people to do a dungeoneering team. If you guys are interested in doing dungeoneering team, then we could do that. But I guess what I'm going to go ahead and start off with doing, though... Computer, PC. What I'm going to start off with doing, though, is I'm going to start off by just grabbing my my stuff for plunder. Sliske's always delivers. Oh, I know. It'll buy later on. Just wait. We're gonna get a little green knight. We're gonna get a little green thing down here. It's like success. You have bought 1 staff of Sliske. What you guys don't know is that all of my other accounts are also buying Sliske right now. So I don't know which one's going to buy it. Question. So Josh says SOS he thought were 2.2 billion. So they've gone down recently, and they keep going up and down. They bounce around a lot. They change pretty constantly, actually. All right. So like I said, we're going to go do some thieving, because thieving is a little bit more fun than doing dungeoneering alone in a lonely world. We're gonna also grab I have a total of 5 accounts that play RS3, but I only actually play on 1 basically. I've got my Munchlax one that I kind of use for some of the videos in the past, but it's not really an account that I like focus on. Like, I'm not trying to get anywhere on it. I unlocked Invention on it. It's got almost 99 woodcutting, some random stuff. Like, it's not really like anything big. And then I have an old school RuneScape account that I somewhat care about playing, but I'm probably going to be playing the old school more. I will play the old school after I get, if I get into actually doing streaming and stuff like that. I just don't really play it too much. It's fun. It's fun. I just don't have the time, to dedicate to playing our RuneScape 3 and old school. I barely have enough time to get to where I want to do in this game. What else do I need? I don't think we need prayer at all, but we'll just go ahead and bring that anyway. And I need to bring some kind of weapon to kill the stupid, I haven't been to... Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to bring augmented... We're gonna bring both Drygores for the hell of it, because that way, if I need them... Okay, I don't have any anti-poisons, so instead of that, we're going to use overloads, because I have them, and I don't want to go do something else. I've only got 60 left of those, so I'm going to make some more of those. We got 9,000 of these, but these don't cure poison, so that's not going to work. Alright, and I have not been to Plunder in quite a while, actually, so... Alright, we're going to bring a few sharks. Yeah, we'll bring these great whites. Great whites are so overpriced right now, so let's use a bunch of overpriced stuff just to be stupid. Okay, so I'm also gonna wear this main hand Drygore, and then I don't think I need anything else. I'm sure I actually need something else. You know what? We're gonna bring expensive spices, and as soon as I get done equipping my dude with all this crap, then I will totally answer the questions you guys have thrown out. We need to do this. We also need to go into the pet interface, and we also need to bring our companion monkey thing, and I'm going to turn this off so it's not so annoying. We need the monkey. Where's the monkey at? I don't remember if he's a follower. I think he is, isn't he? No, legendary? No, he's not legendary. He's a follower. Cheeky monkey. He's one of the first ones. Okay, so poof, we got the monkey. The monkey's great for doing Pyramid Plunder, by the way, if you guys are going to do Pyramid Plunder. The reason why I'm going to do Pyramid Plunder, by the way, is because it's boosted for luck this weekend. You have a better chance of getting the thieving pieces. And I really don't want to do Plunder ever in my life, ever again. So doing it during this weekend is probably the best way. Also, there's a new achievement that's unlocked by doing it. And if you have the Master Camo, it's actually not that bad. You can just teleport right there. So no more of that pain in the butt teleporting all over the place. All right, let me answer a couple questions here. So how many accounts do I have? I already answered that one. Well, Stefan says, or Steven, I think Steven or Stefan, Okay, well, I'm going to ask a multi-party question for my mate. I'm currently 102 combat, trying to get my combat and Slayer up at the same time, while also trying to get my summoning up. What advice do you have? Slayer. Honestly, just keep doing Slayer. That you're already doing it right. You just need to do Slayer tasks. And then when you get to Simona, if you don't, you probably already have Simona unlocked at 102 combat, but you just getting better Slayer tasks and also preferring the right things and blocking things that you don't need. And you're not really going to be able to block a whole lot of things in the beginning of Slayer because you just don't have the option to do that. But you're really already on the right track. There's not a whole lot more I can say besides continue doing Slayer. I would also make sure that you're doing your dungeoneering. So if you don't like dungeoneering or whatever, some people don't like it, do sinkholes, because sinkholes are a great way for you to be able to get some tokens and everything, because you'll need all that stuff to unlock stuff for Slayer. And it's a really good idea to work on the items first if you can stand it. Sean, is Barrows still good money? Are you referring to like doing the sets and everything like that video, or are you talking about like actually killing Barrows? Will Farrow, any idea what's going on with Luck of the Dwarves in the GE? Fill me in a little bit more, Will Farrow, because I flipped those. I'll be honest, I flipped them like a few days ago, and I didn't notice anything weird besides there's like slowly rising. Is that what you're talking about? Kinshara, invention made each item about 1 million. Yeah, and you can buy those items actually for much less than that if you're more patient. Just get an anti-poison totem. Yeah, you know what? I should do that, but then I would have to do something with a totem in my bank, and I don't feel like putting it in my bank. And I really don't ever go do plunder. I'm literally never going to do plunder except for this. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to do all the low rooms, because the low rooms you have a better chance of not getting snakes, killing you. So that way, what I'll be able to do is unlock that achievement that says like you have to do like 20 urns in a row or something ridiculous that I don't want to ever do. Are chaotics still relevant today, says Tim. If you are on a budget, if you're a baller on a budget, then chaotics really aren't that bad, and we're going to have to do this, and we're also going to have the right bar. That's something I heard is helpful. And look, what do you know? I only have the two-handed bar. Hey, look who didn't fill out their bars. All right, so we're going to activate this and just ignore everything else. We'll just die. Who cares? All right, so click this snake. And we're at 1 out of 20. Maybe we can actually achieve this. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to check these pots. That way that I'm able to have a better chance of succeeding without getting hit by a snake. Because for the achievement, you have to do 20 in a row. And it's like, I don't know. I tried doing it for like 30 minutes before, and it was like, I'm done with this. Okay. And yeah, if you're on a budget, Tim, then doing chaotics, they're not horrible. But they are pretty outdated now, especially if you have access to God Wars Dungeon 2 weapons, which are pretty cheap. They are superior to chaotics in a lot of ways. So I don't know. In all honesty, chaotics aren't really worth something. They're not worth grinding for, I would say that. But if you just happen to be able to get them, then sure. You can put it in your pocket. If you already have them, it goes in your pocket. Hey, good to know. You know what? I haven't used the totems since we didn't have pocket slots. So, and hey, look, I'm actually no. Oh, come on. Are you freaking serious? That would have. I gotta restart. See, this is the reason why you never complete this. God, you know what? I'm actually gonna skip it. I'm not gonna try to get the achievement right now, because I'm only gonna try to get the achievement in the first room. Because you have a less and less chance of actually succeeding. So, let's see. If you already have them, they're good. I mean, at level 80, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're just basically saying the same thing. Yep. I went Manatee, get an anti-poison totem for the dungeon shop. It's a pocket item. Oh yeah, see. Okay, look. Now that I know it's a pocket item, I will probably actually get one. And I forgot. I did not bring a lockpick. That's what I forgot. I knew there was something else I forgot. So we're gonna go grab a lockpick after we get done with this. And I don't think I have one in the bank, and I don't really feel like going. Well, I guess we can go back to Grand Exchange and overpay for one. Let me get through this next. No, stop! I always hated that when you accidentally leave. Don't use lockpicks. Why not? I thought lockpicks. I thought lockpicks were good. Well, at least they used to be good. And I don't know why I still have that equipped. Let's just equip this. Let's see. Let's see. Your non-slim headers bother me. Sorry, Matt, and sorry, chat, that I'm so behind. By the way. Well, people do use them at Plunder. That's not true. I use a lockpick all the time. They help you open the doors quicker. And I don't need anything in my inventory, so I might do that. I don't know. Whatever. You know what? I'll do this. If I have any problem opening doors, I'll go get one. If I don't, then I won't worry about it. I love how we're overloaded too, so any like mummies that try to attack me are gonna get destroyed. Hey, and thank you for saying killer stream. I'm hoping it's gonna be nice for the rest of the evening. I'm using Shiloh Village Master with the Grotworms blocked. Why did you block Grotworms at level 102 combat? They're actually good at low level. I wouldn't bother blocking Grotworms. There are definitely things you should block, and Grotworms are not great later on, but you don't get assigned them later on, so you don't really need to block them. What I would do is I would look at the task that Morvran gives you later, because he's going to be the main Slayer Master that you use, and then only block things that he is going to end up giving you. Because that way you don't waste a bunch of Slayer points on stuff that won't be relevant later on. Let's see. When flipping with sub 10 mil, is it better to flip higher margins on expensive items that you can buy less of, or is it better to focus on smaller margins in higher volumes? My first thing I can tell you is that with 10 million, I would not focus much on standing at the Grand Exchange and flipping, and instead go do some Slayer or something else that earns money, because 10 million is not really much money in this game. I'm trying to say that in the nicest way possible. It sounds like you may be a newer player or something, but if you only have 10 million, I would just recommend that you actually just go try doing money making methods or doing Slayer or something like that rather than focusing on flipping. You can definitely flip with 10 million, but the thing is though, is it's not anywhere near as profitable as it is later, and the profit you're going to make per hour is not going to be higher than the money you're going to make per hour doing Slayer or something else. So I would recommend doing Slayer to like at least 50 million. I mean, like I said, you can always start doing oh shoot, I have to teleport to the right door. You can always start doing it and, you know, start flipping at any time. Even with like 1 gold, but there's the thing of like, is it really worth doing it at 1 gold? No, not really. So I'm pretty sure that Morvran does not assign Grotworms. If he does, I just haven't gotten them in a century. And I have not looked at his list in forever, but he's never assigned me them. And I've got, no, not a lot of Slayer, but I've got, let me see what Slayer I've got. I've got 32.5 million. So I've never gotten one ever since I have Morvran at level 90. And then also Grotworms are, I don't know, like if you're lower level or need money, then Grotworms are not that bad until you're able to have gear to kill the better things. I can say that. Oh, he can assign them? Okay, well they're extremely rare. So, or at least really rare for me. Yeah, so okay, there you go. It was not a waste to block them or whatever, but I'm just saying there are better things to block. I guess that's the best way to say it. Okay, I didn't even know he actually assigned them. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, why does he even assign those? And God, come on, I just really want... You know what? Even more than these pieces of the crap, I really just want to get this achievement done. Yeah, I've never got him. You guys, I guess you guys just get unlucky. He always gives me the same tasks. Like I swear, I literally rotate between like 5 tasks at Morvran. Let's see. What's your opinion on Bloodvelds? Well, I like doing Bloodvelds because of the fact that, oh my god, it's the cat! Yes! Yes! Oh, sorry, I'll answer that in just a second, but I'm super excited. Woo! Yeah! The cat! Oh my god, that's so awesome. Okay, so yes. This cat was one of the things I needed from here, so heck yes. Awesome. Alright, cool. It probably wasn't even that hard to get that cat, but I haven't gotten it yet, so whatever. Let's see. One of the best tasks. Wait, did you just say Grotworms are one of the best tasks? Oh, no, you were talking to him. Yeah, Celestial Dragons are great. They're amazing. Let's see. I personally, the way that I do most of my Slayer is by just forcing them with the masks. That's my favorite way to do Slayer. By the way, if anybody wants to come join me in this plunder, you can totally go join me in the plunder. We got this guy talking about... oh, let me help him out. Hey, Manatee, if I pledge for the money-making $30, will I have access to all previous methods? I'm going to answer this guy's question. So, in case anybody has any question about like the Patreon and stuff like that, you're getting your answer right here. What? What do you mean he's not my friends list? Okay, well, hopefully it's one of you. I should have had this off. My bad. Oh, hey, look. I finished selling a Zeros God Sword, Saren God Bow, Drygor Maces, Noxious Scythe, and Drygor Rapier right before I started the stream. Hey, convenient. Okay, so I'm on World 14. So if anybody wants to come join me for some Pyramid Plunder, you guys can totally come join me. Let's see. I totally forgot what I was talking about because I want to answer that guy's question. But here, let me read some of the chat. So, that's how I felt with Summon. I got Cal Fights every other task. Huh. Oh, with Simona. You know, Cal Fights are a great task, especially... Honestly, I like Cal Fight tasks. My total wealth is a lot. it's quite a bit. Probably a bit higher than most people you've seen in the game. Anyway, but I'm not really going to get into exact numbers because I don't really care to brag about it. But yeah, I have quite a bit of money. So, oh hey, thanks Beast and Chris. I know, man, this is the greatest shirt ever. I feel, you know, it's great too because it's winter, and so wearing this makes me feel like it's not so bad outside. And by the way, guys, the reason why I'm doing these really low floors here is because you have like essentially the same chance of getting the pieces that I'm trying to get here. I'm trying to get the pieces of the suit and also the staff, like the untradeable staff from here. I've only got like 2 pieces of Black Ibis, so while it's boosted, I'm trying to get it. Okay, let me, you know what, and I'm behind a little bit on the questions. I like to answer questions, but this is a timed thing. So I'm gonna get your guys' questions. Don't worry. You know what? Whatever. I'll time out. I'm gonna answer some stuff. So what doing opening urns in the pyramids do? So I actually just answered that one. But doing basically what you're able to do is the thieving XP here is really bad. It could be better if I was doing this properly, but what I'm trying to do, honestly, is just spam the stuff. So, because I want to do this right here, this achievement called Careful There Are Snakes. You have to open up 20 of these things without ever getting bit by a snake, which is like nearly impossible. So, I'm trying to do that, and then I'm also going to try to get the cat, which I just got already. So, yeah, +1 for the stream. And then I'm going to try to... I'm trying to be able to get the, I think there's actually a rock here, like a gem for Menaphos. But really, the main goal here is to get the Black Ibis. I want to get the Black Ibis, and I want to get the Scepter. You know what I'm going to try to do? I'm going to try to like check the entire room for snakes first. Because you can sometimes get bit while you're checking. So I'm going to see if I can do this, and then see if we can get that 20. I'm going to go for it. I got 99 never blocking or skipping a task from like 30 or 40. Yeah, me too, because I got 99 before skipping was like a thing. But now that it is a thing, you should totally be doing it. And then you need 120 for completion escape now anyway, so now we all got to do it. Or maybe you guys are already done with 120 Slayer, and yeah, I wish you were my friends. Let's see. So I'm currently working on 80 divination, but I have about 80 million GP, and I'm wondering what I should be focused on flipping. I like to be making money while I train this horribly slow skill. So Connor, one option you can always do if you're trying to find specific items, you could check out the Patreon page. There's a link in the description, hint hint. You could check out that, or just a lot of testing. Also, I've made a lot of videos on how to flip and stuff like that do give you some items that you can go look at. But you can flip a lot of items. I mean, look right here. See these things right here? See how I'm in the tier 90s chat right now? And also, look at these things. I sold 1 ZGS. I sold a Drygor Rapier. I bought 2 Scythes. I sold a Saren Godbow. And I sold 2 Drygor Maces. I mean, there's some examples right there of things you can flip. I mean, you can flip pretty much anything in the game. It's just some things are better than other things. And then also, it helps if you understand what prices you can expect. Now, that's where, like, a lot of testing, and that's where the... That's where like the gaining skill in flipping kind of is like knowing the margin for each thing. Like, say you successfully buy a Noxious Scythe, so one of those scythes right there. Let's say you successfully buy one. How do you know how much more you're going to sell it for? Well, I mean, yeah, you could check out Tier 90's friend chat or whatever, which is not a bad chat, but the prices are sometimes way off. And that's where, yeah, it gets a little picky. It's a little, like a little sticky, I guess. You just really need to practice at things and not get frustrated by losing a little bit of money too. So if you're going to get into flipping, which is a great idea with 80 million, Connor, I highly recommend you just prepare to lose a little bit of money, and then you won't be disappointed because you will always make more than what you lose. That's the important thing to remember. I lose money frequently, actually, and then I make it back in like the next few hours. So it's whatever. Like I've lost hundreds of millions of gold in one sitting. And then, you know, for the rest of the day, though, I made it back up. So, and then day 2 was like profit again. So it just really depends on what you're flipping and everything like that. You're not going to lose hundreds of millions only investing 80 million, but you get the idea. And yeah, corrupted Calphites are really good. But Calphites just in general are good too. The regular ones and the KK layer that have not been there in forever. So it's kind of like, I'm like, huh, what was that like? But the Calphites, they're actually pretty good too, because you can just stand in the back corner with, I think it's water magic, and then just go AFK. So, and they're actually good for blue charms too. Yeah, no problem, Connor. I mean, honestly, man, there's a lot of ways I can answer that question, and there's like a bunch of, I mean, there's a lot of things you can say about that question. It's not really an easy thing to answer, but I would highly recommend that you do try it. Like, you do try to get into flipping. It makes the game so much easier. Like, when you have nothing to worry about when it comes to money. Like, I will never need money in this game again, ever. Like, I don't need anywhere near what I have. And so, you know, to have that freedom is great, because you just get to have fun on RuneScape and do whatever the hell you want and never worry about anything, and, you know, whatever. And you can achieve that by, you know, starting flipping and learning some investing or whatever, and just improving as you go. And like, no joke, I make anywhere from 100 million to 500 million a day, and I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I'm sure for some people that sounds like not true, but if you look at this, in just this sitting right here, I sold 2 tier 92s and some other stuff. I mean, like, you can just imagine the profit on each thing. And it's like, oh, okay, well, he also has 5 accounts. He does it on all 5 accounts. Yeah, it's not hard to make 100 to 500 million a day if you have, like, number one, the bank to do it, which you start somewhere and then you build up to it. And then also just having the knowledge that goes along with it. So, you know, yeah, practice, and don't be afraid. That's the best thing to do. One of the most fun things in this entire game is flipping. Okay, so, alright, so now that we're out of this thing, I'm going to answer a few questions because I'm a little bit behind. So, and I really want to answer you guys' questions. Let's see. What is your motivation to keep playing RuneScape, says League followers, or skills in general? So, I'm trying to eventually get 5.4 billion. I really haven't had that as a goal for very long. My goal before was just to get all 120s. And so these are my stats right now. I'm going to go ahead and make it look like that. There we go. So they're okay. I spend a lot of my time like making money-making methods and like helping out people that are like on the Patreon and making video content and stuff. So I don't grind RuneScape all day long. So that's the reason why I don't have like higher stats than what I have. But you know, like I'm making progress, and I'm trying to get like I'm working on all 120s right now, and then I want to get all 200 millions after that. So that's my current goal right now, is all 120s for the skills. My current skill that I'm working on is Dungeoneering. It's only 2.8 million until I'm done with 120. And then I'm almost to 120 mining, so it's at 85 million. So those two are pretty close. And then as soon as I get done with the rest of the quest, because as you see, I have 305 quest points, I'm a noob, then I'll be able to finish Hunter also, because it won't take that long. So, and then also fishing is not that far away. So definitely going to be able to get some more 120s up here come pretty soon. And my goal also is like, don't buy my way to 120. That's like 200 million. Like, don't buy my skills is like the biggest thing I'm trying not to do. Like, I have enough money that I could basically, if I wanted to blow a good portion of my bank, then I could basically buy 5.4 billion in EXP from, like, you know, a good promo on Treasure Hunter. But then the game wouldn't be fun. Like, that wouldn't have like a sense of achievement to it. And like, I legitimately enjoy playing RuneScape. So like, that's not something I want to do. Now, as far as like, you know, like, okay, so like I cut Dragonstones to 120 crafting. Like, yeah, sure, I'm definitely going to do fast training methods. I'm just not going to spin my way to it. You know what I'm saying? And for the people that do that, that's cool. You go ahead and do whatever you want to do. It's just not something I personally want to do. Let's see. What is the best skill for money making besides Slayer, in your opinion? Well, Steven, it changes a lot. And by the way, thanks for hanging out again, man. I see you all the time in my streams. Actually, quite a few of you guys I've seen quite a few times. So thanks, guys, for returning. But it changes a lot. Slayer is a good skill for money, but it changes a lot. Like there's not really like one skill that makes all of the money. It rotates. Sometimes like fletching makes a ton of money. Sometimes herblore makes a ton of money. Sometimes crafting can even make a ton of money. Like it changes because new methods pop up all the time. So it's honestly impossible for me to answer. Kendra, but yeah, I'll be blocking certain things now. Yeah, good idea. Hey, it's Exiled Zero. What are you giving me? Hey, look, I'm gonna try to give you this augmented thing. I can't. No, but it's got E4P. It's got equilibrium. It's got a wait. Was it P4E2? Oh, you're nice. Okay, you're the best. Thank you so much, my friend. Got that lockpick and a super anti-poison flask. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I was wondering, I hadn't clicked on you. I was wondering if it was from somebody from the stream. Thank you so much. That actually is really awesome. Let's see. What do you think the best skill for money making right now? Didn't somebody already ask that? Oh, yeah, I kind of already answered that one too. There's a lot of different options. The best skill is learning how to flip. But no, there's a lot of different things that make a lot of money. It constantly keeps changing. Make sure to watch our streams. Look for future updates. Always answering the other question up there. Bank total value says slow reaction. I'm gonna leave that to the mystery. I'll just tell you it's a lot. It's a lot. Probably, yeah, a lot. There you go. There's your answer. Zombie, I might start flipping. LOL. I just want a Nox bow. Box bow. Oh, dude, box bow is the rarest one. So this doesn't seem like a bad idea. Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, and don't stop at a Nox bow. Actually, Zumbi, one of the best things I can tell you right now, and please take this advice, please. Once you start flipping, you start making some money. At lower amounts of money when you start flipping is going to earn you lower amounts of money. But when you get to higher amounts of money, it makes more money. The more money you have to flip with and invest with, the more money you make. So what I highly recommend is by the time you actually can afford a box bow, don't buy a box bow. And if you're going to, then buy it, use it, and then get rid of it. Oh man, super lucky. I want to get this set. I mean, it's actually kind of ugly looking, but I don't have it yet. If you buy the box bow, because that's what they are now. They're box bows. It's actually, a Raxor doesn't drop it anymore. It's like a giant cardboard box with legs you have to kill, and then he drops 4 pieces of the cardboard, and you have to use the superior tape to put it back together. Yeah, it's an amazing bow. But yeah, if you take that money and you flip with it more, you're gonna make a lot more money than if you go buy your box bow and then your money's gone. Then you're restarting. You don't want to restart, But if you want to use the bow, a good recommendation would be to buy it in the beginning of the day. Don't augment it, and then use it for whatever you want to use it for. Use it for Slayer, use it for whatever, and then when you're done using it, sell it, and then go back to flipping. And then there you go. Then that way you can use whatever weapons you want. You can use whatever weapons, whatever gear you want to, and just sell it back until you have the amount of money you need to be able to buy those things and then just keep them. And why do people keep trading me? Are you all just going to find me from this stream? Or is this just a random dude that's just saying, oh, hey, lockpick. I already have one though. I've got one. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take your lockpick just because I want to take this lockpick because it's from you. But I've got one. You know what? Here, I'm going to dual wield lockpicks. And you know what? Maybe one will break. So it might not be a bad thing. I could actually use it if it breaks. Let's see. You're a cool guy, but who knows where you're ever getting 5.4? Yes, I will. Augusta, okay, look at my stats. They're not amazing, but they're decent. And this account's only it's 3.5 years old. It's going on 4 years, and I'm a very casual skiller. So if I can casually skill to this, I'm totally gonna hit 5.4 eventually. I'm not in a rush anyway. I'm not oh my god, I'm doing it tomorrow. I have 4 or 5 friends that have 5.4 billion. We do the same methods and everything. I just don't play RuneScape enough. So if I start streaming, I'm gonna get it. I just can't justify playing RuneScape that long right now. If I get it in 5 years, cool. That's cool. You know, and by the way that RuneScape like updates their stuff, it's like okay, so you know, like think about how fast like Hunter is now. Hunter's like over 1 million EXP per hour. Like imagine what Hunter was before. Now imagine like woodcutting 5 years from now. It's going to be like 5 million an hour. I mean, not that high, but you get the idea. I mean, by the time that a few years go along, everyone's going to be 5.4. The top people that have 5.4, the list is going to be like 12,000 people long, or longer. Who knows? And Josh just cut Hydrix for 200 million crafting. You know what the funny thing is? Okay, number one, no. There's no way I don't think anyone can afford to cut Hydrix. To be able to bank enough Hydrix, to get 200 million crafting, I don't think anyone can even do that. That would be trillions. Like trillions and trillions and trillions. But buying them all would be like the biggest pain in the world. Hunter is good for money with crystal chins. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a great way to make money with really good EXP rates. Do you find the wiki is accurate for GP per hour rates? Tim, I'd say that's accurate on maybe 50% of it. Maybe. And the reason why is because, number one, you know, let's be nice. Stuff changes a lot in RuneScape. You know, stuff is constantly changing, where it's like, okay, there's a new update. Now we have this new ability that we didn't have before. And so since we have this new ability, everything's faster again, and it's outdated. But also, the wiki stuff does not take into account for things that are lower or things that are higher than the Grand Exchange mid. So it's like, let's say mid price for a mahogany plank is 1,600, but they buy for 1,400. Then there you go. It's going to change the GPU per hour massively. So are they ever 100% accurate? Probably not. But they can be pretty close. And also, I've found several of the wiki methods where I look at it and I'm like, well, it says 3 million per hour. It's clearly 5. And then, yeah, so it's like way off. So, I mean, use it as a guide. You know, like that's my best way to put it. Look at it and be like, oh, this could be good. And then go try it for yourself. Daniel, how would you rate God Grapevines' money-making method from 1 to 10? So are you talking about... Oh, you know what? I've never actually done those myself. To be totally honest with you, I can't really rate them. I've never done those myself. I've done the thing where, like, you know, you like doing them during farm runs, sure, but never like super focused on them. So I don't know. I mean, I know they are good for making money for sure. But I've never really I don't have accurate enough information. Oh, my Sun Spear has Demon Slayer, Undead Slayer, and Talking. Man, what a Sun Spear. When did you start playing RuneScape? I started playing RuneScape officially in 2001. I didn't really have any idea what I was doing until about 2004. And then I lost my original account in 2013, I think. 2013? Yeah. And then I took like a 7-month break and made this account. So there you go. How long should I wait for something to buy when flipping? Tech, honestly, man, join our Discord and ask people for advice on that one, because it changes per item. And I would love to answer what all of them, like how to wait for all of them, because I know pretty close to all of them. But like the thing is like they're all different. Like they're very different. Like if you're trying to flip a Saren Godbow, you should be waiting anywhere from 30 minutes to up to like 4 hours for the buy. So, and that one's, yeah, it's a huge range, 30 minutes to 4 hours. Yeah, it's really accurate, right? But some of them are just like that. Some of them you'll buy like 4 of them in an hour, but then another day you'll do like 4 of them in 2 days. So, it depends on the item. Do I have 99 flipping yet? I would hope so. If not, you know what? Maybe I don't. I probably don't. You know what? I don't, because I was never able to successfully flip a Didykin token. If you know what a Didykin token is, yeah, I can't do those. So I failed. Double Nats are really good GP per hour. They are, although I really am not going to run Nats, and I don't recommend anyone else that torture. But if you like to, go ahead. Bro, look at my stats, Augusta. I'm sure that your stats are baller. And let me tell you, if I played RuneScape anywhere near as much as you probably do, or my other friends that have mad stats, I would have those stats too. I run 2 businesses in real life, so I can't do it yet. I can't do it. Go staking, please. You know, one of these days I will go screw around and go staking, but I'm not going to go staking for trying to make money. I don't need money ever again. I enjoy making money in RuneScape because it's fun. Like, that's it. Like, there's nothing I need in RuneScape to, like, go make money for. So staking to, like, actually try to make a purpose and risk losing billions is not really going to happen. Do you still make Luck of Dwarves for money? No, I don't. Although I do flip them sometimes. I made a video on flipping Luck of Dwarves, which a lot of you have probably already seen that video. They are still good to flip. The thing is, though, is some days you'll find the margin is like 100,000. And then other days you'll find the margin is like 1.5 million, which is really good. Really good. To get to, like, if you can get them for like 1.5 million, that'd be really good. They're not always that high of a margin, so sometimes I flip them. If I really feel like waiting around and seeing if they're actually going to have a good margin, then I do. And then, like I said, I flip on 5 accounts. I only play on like 1.5 accounts, but I flip on all 5 accounts. And so when you make a 1.5, here, let me explain, guys, of how you can easily make tons of money in RuneScape. Listen real closely. If I make 1.5 million per ring and I flip 10 rings, that's 15 million gold. Now, if I do that on 5 accounts, that's 15 million gold times 5. That's how you make a lot of money. No, I mean, like, there's a lot of ways to make a lot of money in RuneScape, but that's the reason why I have 5 accounts. Now, I could be ridiculous and have like 20 accounts, but I don't really feel like managing that many accounts. And I know people that have a lot of accounts and they do manage like a ton of accounts and stuff, but that would just be a lot of work and not fun. And that, it's a game. I'm trying to have fun. It's good advice for the Nox weapons. Awesome Beastin Chris. I can't talk at all. I was hoping I can give you at least one bit of information that's helpful today. I should have done something that's like AFK. Not this. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to Grand Exchange, so that way, because I'm not like EXP wasting, and Augusta's gonna make fun of me for not getting 5.4 bill. So I'm gonna go and I'm going to stand over here and siphon this thing, and then when I'm all caught up, I'm going to go back and do more Pyramid Plunder. And that'll be in like, I don't know, like 10 or 15 minutes. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So hit me with all your questions right now, and then I'll go do some plunder. Let's see. Steven Atlas, you didn't buy one for 90 million thinking it was going to rise more and crash to 30. Oh, yeah, that was a rough time for those. A really rough time. I'll be honest. I was scared to death during Luck of the Dwarves when it was going up and down. It was crazy. The wiki automatically hooks in the GE price and simply plugs in the simple math. Yeah, see, that's the issue. That's the issue, is it's going by like a system where the system can't like actually price check things. So yeah, and then it only adds in new like figures and everything when you go update it. So if it's like now there's a faster way of doing it by using a different teleport, it's not going to know that until someone goes to update it. Let's see. Why is Mahogany Planks always your go-to item? I don't know. It's like, it's one of the most stable items. I don't know. I don't really know why. I'm just, I don't know. It's one of the most important items in RuneScape. It really is. Mahogany Planks are so important to RuneScape. I guess that's kind of the reason why I always go to that thing. And everybody knows that item, and everyone's probably bought that item. So that's just kind of the reason why I do it. And the thing is, too, is I could just say a bunch of random items, but I kind of want to turn into a meme where it's like, yeah, Mahogany Planks, guys. That's the secret to all the wealth. I have augmented Nox staff, augmented gear, and I could be using that money to be flipping with it instead of it sitting until I boss again. Yeah, that does suck. And you could remove those augmentations and sell it for a little bit of loss. But yeah, that's the rough thing. And I don't blame you, obviously, for augmenting your gear. You're having fun playing the game. But when it comes to trying to make the most money possible, you definitely want to have more money to flip with. And then, yeah, buy and sell gear until you have a couple billion, and then you can just buy some gear and hold on to it. I don't know. On each account, I usually actively flip with about 9 billion on each account. And then I can usually buy everything I want to buy on each account with 9 billion. Sometimes it goes a little bit over. It really depends. If like 292s are doing really good that day, then I might need to transfer more cash over or whatever. But so as you can see, the ceiling of like how much you should be flipping with, of like, how does it keep going up? Oh my God, Bill Gates. Jeez, I was like, who is this guy? It's Bill Gates over here. The ceiling of like, okay, when should I stop saving money to flip with is pretty high. So, yeah, but I mean, don't wait till you have like 9 or 10 billion before you actually just buy some weapons to keep for yourself and have fun playing the game. Like it's important to have fun playing the game. Do what you find fun to play in the game. That's what I recommend for sure. Augusta, learn to AOD, you'll make tons of money. That's very true. That's very true. I would like to actually do some more AOD on here. I've only killed her a couple times, and I'm nowhere near good at it. And I don't want to augment a staff with Sliske until it stops crashing. It's in free fall. Actually, it was rising last night, so I don't know. I have no idea what the heck's even going on with Sliske right now. I don't even. It just gives me money, and that's all I care about. I'm just gonna keep buying it and selling it, and not ask questions at all. Well, that's what I mean. If you don't put the time, you'll never get 5.4. Yeah, no. But look, trust me, man. Trust me. If I started streaming and it was doing like good money and stuff, like, because there's some guys that like play RuneScape and they make really good money streaming. Like if I was that guy, like if I was like Mr. Mammal or something like that, making like good money, yeah, sure, I will totally go for 5.4 bill, and I'll be sitting here drinking mojitos as I'm doing it and be the funniest person you can imagine. I don't know, but yeah, no, I would love to have the time to do it. I really would. Nah, yeah, go staking, they said. Must be fun. Didn't lose money at all. RIP, okay. Yeah, man. You know, that's the thing with staking. There's only like there's like a handful of people that actually make it out alive. A lot of people are always like, man, I bought dyes and blah 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 blah, and then the next time you talk to them, they're clean. Staking is a great way to make fast money, but I would never recommend doing it unless you don't mind losing what you're risking. That's the important part. Don't risk what you don't want to lose. I don't play it as much anymore, but I used to be really, really big into blackjack in the real world, and I was good at blackjack. Like every month I was positive, which I can't say that for most of the people I know. And so, you know, when I got in, I was like, oh man, staking, that could be just like blackjack. Whoa, billions and billions. And I was like, nah, let's not do this, because in blackjack, you can count cards, and in blackjack, you can double down and stuff like that. You can't do any of that in staking. It's just 50-50, and it's not even really 50-50 because there's a good chance that you get scammed if you're not paying 100% attention, and that one time you get scammed tilts the odds over in their favor. So, not great. Not great. Honestly, just wait to save your money and build up money until you can flip, and then if you want to go gambling, then go buy some really expensive stuff and try to make money on it. Like, it's fun. Tier 92s are fun because they go up and down, and you're like, hey, will I lose or make 50 million this time? We don't know. We'll find out. Let's see. I'm stuck on 8 million, so nowhere near that yet. Well, don't worry, Steven. I mean, is it Stefan or is it Steven? All right, if it's Steven, then tell me like Steven, because I can't tell, and I don't want to say your name wrong. But wait, the chat's like not moving. Are you guys not talking? Oh, you guys are talking. Okay, nobody was saying anything. Okay, Steven, gotcha. All right, cool, man. I just didn't want to say your name wrong, and people say that spelling two different ways. Yeah. So I mean, you might be on 8 million now, but just focus on your skills, focus on Slayer and stuff like that, and build up, and you'll get there. Like, you can definitely get there. Anyone can do it. Literally anyone can do it. I'm nothing special. Augusta, if you have a small cash stack, make sure you do Viswax every day. Definitely. Oh, August. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, please tell me all your pronunciations so I can tell. Yeah, Viswax is a great idea. If that 0 to 100 millions series, I promise I am finishing it. The reason why it's not done yet is because if you notice my recent videos. Is that the cat? He's up there. Oh my god. All right. Sorry, the cat's destroying my house. I'll have to go and tackle him here in a second. So the 0 to 100 million, I'm going to finish it, but the only thing is I'm trying to screw around with my editing program on my new PC. So if you notice, my recent videos have been one clip. They may seem like good quality and everything, which I think they are, but they're only one clip. So that's why I've been able to do those and not the 0 to 100 yet. So it's coming, I promise, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm not just going to botch something together. It's going to be a good finale and everything like that. So it's coming, I promise. So use that. What editing software do I use? I don't currently actually use any of them because I'm just screwing around with a bunch of them. If you can recommend, if any, I mean, I'm up for recommendations. Let's see which one I'm not going to look right now. But I downloaded one that was like very recent, and I was like starting to screw around with it or whatever, and I just need more time to screw around with it or whatever. But Like, I don't mind paying for one. I just would like to not spend a couple $100 on a new one unless I know it's going to be the one to use. Like, I know that Sony Vegas is really good, and Kazama just said that. And I know that Adobe is really good, and so I'm probably going to go the Adobe route. But anyway, yeah, I'm figuring it out. It's gonna happen. And yeah, Camtasia is not bad. I currently use OBS for my actual like streams and everything, and I enjoy OBS. It's I've been using it for like 2 years, so I'm really used to it. But yeah, I just need the actual editing program in itself. So I don't know. It's definitely gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen. I'm working on it. How do I feel about Bitcoin and other cryptos? I'm nowhere near wealthy enough in the real world to really bother with that stuff. That's the truth. Like, in order for you to make significant money with like cryptocurrency right now, you'd have to be investing large amounts because the return is not as amazing as it sounds. It was amazing. It was amazing if you bought it a long time ago, but if you're buying into it right now and you're gonna make like 30% or whatever, that's not worth it. Like, I can take $5,000 cash right now, go to a convention, and then make 30% on my money. Like, I could do that. I don't need to risk it hardcore on a Bitcoin. So, and also I do online retail a lot. So it's one of those things too where it's like, well, if I took $2,000 and bought a new product and tried a new product line, I could double that money and then also find a new channel of business. So it's like, well, I'm not interested in investing. And yeah, like I said, that stems from the fact that I'm not rich in the real world. So I just can't afford Bitcoin to the point where it'd be worth it. So yeah, there's my thing. So I mean, it's fun to listen to it. And yeah, someone said I heard like something a little bit ago about cryptos like biting the bullet here. But yeah, I don't really follow it too closely. Tokens, Gingerbread, Reshield, Mammoth keep going down in price. When do you just say screw it and sell them? I don't ever, because they're tokens and they're going to go up eventually. So that's just how I feel about those. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to take a... Oops, I muted the mic before I left. I'm going to take a really quick intermission to grab a drink and use the restroom, and I'll be right back. So throw those questions out and everything. And there's 54 people watching. Holy cow. Well, happy Friday if it's still Friday for you guys. I'm definitely going to be on for a while. So I'll be right back in just a moment. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. I don't think that my camera has recognized me yet, though. There I am. Woo! Okay, so had a snack too. Oof, it was good. I just made a ton of food. I did a bunch of meal prep. And so I had like a whole bunch of food, and I was like, oh man, I'm super hungry. I didn't even realize it. Alright, so let me answer what we got left here. I'm sitting on 200 million in dead cash because Jagex taking forever on the Clue update. that kind of sucks. You definitely control the whole damn economy. Are you talking about Josh's 200 million worth of stuff? So that's pretty accurate. Steven. Okay, yep. I made 100 million from 10 million. It took me 1 month. However, every time my item crashes, I have nothing else to go to. Like, I just rely on 3 to 4 items, and if those crash, I'm dead. So, Lave 444. The issue with that, my man or woman, is that if you like limit yourself to only a few items, that is kind of a problem. You want to have backup things, and you also want to have like a pretty like oh, sorry. I was like, what was that noise? You want to have like a nice spread of different things you can do. You don't want to only have a couple options. So, and then also you see, like, every time my item crashes, I have nothing else to go to. I just only 3 to 4 items that those crash, I'm dead. Huh. Makes me wonder what those items are. But I would recommend to like kind of look into a little bit more variety. That would be probably a pretty good idea. That way, you know, and also trying to find new items is always a great thing to do, because of the fact that you might find things that are better than what you're currently doing. And so that's one reason enough to actually look around for new things. Let's see. I'm on the West Coast, by the way, so you guys are all talking about times. It is 10:52 p.m. And yes, I am on 14. And this is not my home world or anything like that. My home world is usually like 64. That's the world you can usually find me on, is 64, sometimes 84. I need one more signet for an ascension. Should I spend the GP on keys or no? Yes. You definitely should. Especially if you're that close. I mean, there's no reason not to. Otherwise, you're just going to have it laying around your bank. So yeah, I would definitely do that. Also, ascensions are rising right now, so a great time to do that. Verge of falling asleep. Wake up, Mendel! Wake up! Nice shirt. Thank you, Pizza Boy. Woo! Got a split. Glad I caught the stream. Alright, Tim. Have a good one, man. What part of the West Coast? I am from Washington. Seattle. I am from Seattle. Alright, so now that I've caught up on that stuff, I'm going to do something a little bit more exciting than stand here and stare at this giant ball. We're going to go and try to go get some crap. So we got the cat so far, which was a success. And now we have lockpicks thanks to a few people that are watching the stream. You guys are the best. And also got a super anti-poison flask, so I don't have to drink these Supreme Overload salves because I'm too lazy to go buy anti-poisons on my own, or to go buy a totem, which would be smart. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm still trying to go for this freaking snake thing. Hey, Joseph is following me, no! Alright, so I'm still going for the snake thing, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open these, or I'm going to check for snakes on all these. That way that I'll be able to have a better chance of getting that success. I have to loot 20 of these without getting bit by a snake, which is like, yeah, like kind of like I said earlier, it's like nearly impossible, and I have no idea why this is a thing. I'm a max guild. Would you put spending mills to level up fast, or would you do a slower way to level and save mills? I highly recommend that you do things that earn money first, but are also good EXP. So find things that are good EXP and money, like Slayer, and then do the more expensive but faster things when you're skilling, but just keep it within reason, obviously. Like, if you can't afford to do dragon stones all the way for crafting, then don't do dragon stones all the way for crafting. Maybe do a different skill until you can. Like, doing skills quickly is a good idea. Also, you know, the difference between doing dragon stones for, I'm just using crafting for an example. If you're doing like dragon stones versus doing diamonds, it's a difference, but you can still get 99 in double experience weekend from either one. So as far as like blowing extra money on one of those two, just make sure it's worth it if you're going to be spending the extra money as well. A great example would be teak logs versus mahogany logs, or planks, my bad. Using mahogany planks again. Actually, the funny thing is, I just bought 122,000 planks today, so I thought about just carrying them around in my inventory. So the difference in there, though, teak versus mahogany is going to be fairly significant, the EXP per hour, so that might be worth it. You'll save a couple hours. What you got to think about is this, is like how much time is it going to save you if you spend more money on a skill? Is it going to save you like several hours? Then it's probably worth it to do the more expensive way, especially because you can make the money back. You know, unless you're blowing like ridiculous money, you can make the money, like a lot of the money back in the amount of time you saved, as well as getting more progress in other skills. Like kind of like me and August are talking about here, like how it takes a lot of time to get to 5.4 billion. So if that's your kind of goal, or all 120s is your kind of goal, or maybe just Maxcape is your kind of goal, you got to think about how long it takes to do those achievements. And it's like, okay, so is saving, okay, I'm trying not to get too many different paths here, but let's say you're going for 5.4 billion, you're going to do 200 million EXP. Think about how significant the time save is if you save like 40% of your time by doing a faster skill, or by doing the skill a little bit faster way. That's a lot of time. So yeah, I mean, just honestly, it depends on your goals, but all in all, I would focus on the skills that earn you money and give you good EXP first. That way that you can spend money later. And also flipping, if you're going to get into flipping, then it's really important to do flipping while you're doing like the skills that are like gather skills, or really doing any skills, because that'll give you the money again to be able to blow on other things. So I need perks on my royal crossbow. Anything I should put on it? Precise 5 and Aftershock 3 is not really a good suggestion for a royal crossbow. Because if he has to use a royal crossbow, it means he's at tier 80, and I don't think he's going to have the money to go get Aftershock 3. But I don't know your situation. I would recommend that if my recommendation, honestly, Zumbi, is only augment that thing with like augment it with cheap stuff, because you're going to replace that crossbow really quickly. Like especially like going from 80 to 90 or whatever. Like when you get to 90 or for ascensions, with the ascensions, yeah. See. Okay, yeah. That's a little bit more realistic. Yeah, just precise 5 equip 3. Wait, by the way, these Drygors. Look what's on these Drygors. Let's see. Okay, it's crackling ultimatums. Okay, so yeah, shit on that one. But let's see. So okay, these are like placeholders. I put crackling on here until I actually felt like getting Aftershock on this one, which I'm not doing it yet. Oh crap, we had to end it. Okay, let's see. Augmented. Where's my other one? There it is. Yeah, precise 4 equip 2. I put on this on these Drygors. It's not done yet. It's in progress. Start mini game again. But yeah, my recommendation is don't blow all your money on perks for a royal crossbow. Like save it for like the tier 90 at least, because you're gonna stop using that crossbow pretty quickly. Oh wow, I misclicked. I'm really glad that didn't like get bit by a snake. Another great way, like if you actually want to get if you actually want to be able to save up money, Zumbi, or just start building up for the better perks for when you do get your better weapon. What I'd recommend you do is maybe put scavenge onto that royal crossbow, because then that way you can get chances at getting the rare components that you need for the higher things, like for getting Aftershock and stuff like that. Putting a scavenge on your stuff early on is super beneficial. I really wish that I had the opportunity to put that on my weapons before I was max cape, but invention was not out before that. You missed the answer to your question, Beast and Chris. I gave you like a half-hour answer. Oh man. Okay, Beast and Chris, I'm gonna give you the shortened version of it because this is the second time. No, I'm just messing with you, man. But what? I gave you like such an in-depth one. Okay, I'm gonna give you the Spark Notes. Here's the Spark Notes. Start out by doing. Oh yeah. In August is totally right. Yeah, put Scavenge on the armor is a good idea for sure. Okay, so Spark Notes on it is start out by doing skills that are fast and give you money. Like cooking gives you money, and well, I guess in earlier stages it doesn't really give you money. But anyway, do stuff that is fast EXP and gives you money in the beginning. That way you've got more money to spend on the skills that you can, and then you can afford to do them the quicker way. If you're sitting there like, oh man, I can't afford to do prayer with Arab bones, or I don't know, like you're just like, oh man, I can't afford to do crafting again. If I can't afford to do crafting, oh shoot, don't go out there. Crafting with cutting gems because I don't have the money, or you're like, oh, you get the idea. If you're looking at a skill and you're like, I can't afford to do the way that I want to do it, then just save that one until later. Ideally, the right way to do it, honestly, is to start out by doing these skills that are gather skills and everything, and then do buyables last. I understand that can be tough because you want to get prayer and herb lore for doing PVM and doing Slayer and stuff. So, you know, do it in a reasonable fashion. Like saving crafting might be a good idea, and you know, except for unlocking invention, but. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. Just do the stuff that helps you save money first, and then that way you can spend the money to get the skills faster on the other ones. Also, I mean, depending on your progress and everything, that gives you a lot of time to start flipping and everything too. So you can make quite a bit of money by the time you actually need to go do crafting and all that stuff. Oh no, you're fine, Chris. I don't mind. I'm sure that, you know, gives me opportunity to answer more people's questions. What would you recommend to kill for cash? That is super vague because I don't have any idea what your stats are or anything. Tell me more about you. Tell me more about yourself. Oh my gosh, am I about to get the achievement? Come on. Hang on one second, guys. Oh, I got it! Woo! Woo! Holy cow. Okay, sorry if I blew your eardrums out, but yes. Oh man, I'm super excited. Okay, there. Now I can stop screwing around with this. Oh my god, yes. Yeah, it wasn't too bad, I guess. It didn't take too long, but what a pain, though. Alright, got it done. You can just talk, man. So my friend, so I told you guys how I do e-commerce and stuff like that and everything. And my friend is actually behind me. You can't see him because of the clipping green screen. But he's actually working on the online work for me right now. So you might hear him ask some questions and stuff randomly, so yeah, just go along with it. Yeah. You can just talk, man. I don't care. Should I buy? Oh yeah, let me answer their questions and then I'll answer your question. Should I buy one Ascension crossbow with my first 50 million? I really want to kill a Queenback dragon. Well, Ascension crossbows are more than 50 million, so you won't be able to do that. But it sounds like if you got your first 50 million, it sounds like the rest of your gear or stats might not be that great. What I can tell you is that it's going to be a little bit... Getting your skills up or getting your all-around setup is going to be better than just having a tier 90. Like, do you have a pack yak? If that answer is no, you should probably go get one. If you do have... like tier like 8, do you have overloads, you know, stuff like that? Do you have Dragonbane arrows or whatever, or Dragonbane bolts, whatever you need, you know, like stuff like that? That would be a good idea to go and do that. Yeah, Oblivion, it is on your end. My stream is rather high up in the I guess you can say quality or whatever. I don't know what the best like non-asshole way of saying that is. But so a little bit of buffering because of the fact that if your internet connection isn't fast enough, then it's going to be a little bit laggy on your end. So I apologize, my friend. Is anyone else having an issue with buffering or anything like that? Because this is important things for me to know now so I can fix it in the future. A little bit glitchy for you. So I'm actually watching it while I do it, and I'm not having any issue at all. But you know, obviously not everyone is the same, so that's why I'd like to know if you guys are having any issues. Yeah. What's Stefan? What is your name? Stefan. I'm not even gonna say that. Good guy, Stefan. Good guy, son. He said turn it down a little bit, and that might help. My fourth The Pit game in a row and doubled twice. Oh, nice, awesome, man. I hate that game. Cool. All right, good to know. Good to know. So I'm understanding it's really just the people that might have a little bit slower internet connection. Okay. Gotcha. So like I said, if you are new to the stream or whatever, this is the first time I'm streaming on my new setup, so it's gonna take a little bit of fixing. And I've got the hiccups, and I swear every single time I record or do anything, I get the hiccups. And awesome that you guys are joining me for this, and you guys have the set that I don't have. You guys are just the greatest people. Can you just hand me that Twitch set? I didn't get mine. I didn't get it, or at least I don't think I got it. I got some springs. That's all I got for mine. I got 50 springs. I was like, really? I mean, I can't complain. 50 springs are expensive right now, but whatever. Oh, Secundus keys. I was like, you bought 50 keys or 20 keys right now? It's not a great time to buy keys. Didn't you watch my video about the price of bonds? Lave, I think I might have missed your question about it. Let me look up. Oh, here we go. Sorry about that if I missed your question. I did not mean to. I was wondering, how does one go about looking for items? I mean, it's not like I just randomize and choose an item, although you probably could. Like I know there's the high alch chart and all that. So it just takes a lot of testing. It's a lot of testing. It's a lot of testing, trying things out, and it's also it takes time to learn it. Like, getting really good at flipping doesn't happen on the first day. I mean, yes, you can have great success on your first day, and you can learn a lot of things in your first week. But the thing is, the reason why people who have been playing RuneScape for years and years and years, and they make billions and billions of gold from flipping, the reason why they're able to do that is because they have a lot of experience doing those items. Like, they've been burned on this item, they've been burned on this other item, then they had success this item, they had success this item. They understand how to flip that item, they understand which items to go after. But the truth is, you can flip pretty much everything in the game, like 99.9% of items. So when it comes to testing things, I mean, you could just go wild. A great way to start. And this, I guess, also really depends on your total wealth. A great way to start is to join one of the friend chats in the game that offer like PCing. They do price checks. They tell you prices of items and stuff like that. Is a great way to start, because it'll give you some ideas for items that are good, and then you can expand from there. You can also start with using some of their items or whatever and get more used to things. I would just be really careful though, because a lot of those friend chats, they literally just go off of the most recently reported thing. So they're not always 100% accurate. So if you're going to use friend chats in the game, I highly recommend that if they say non-instant buy this item for 5 million, then you should probably start at like 4.6 or something like that. Like, give yourself a little bit of room and just understand that the prices are not always going to be super accurate. But it's a great way to learn flipping. That's how a lot of people start, is by using those friend chats. So yeah, if you have any like specific questions about items or anything else like that, I can definitely answer for you. At least I hope I can. Yeah. Doing the consistent yak cards and whoops, I didn't do the thing. I got lucky all the other time, so I didn't have to do this. Getting the consistent yak is actually a really great way to get those potions. That's how I got a lot of my potions, actually, because I was having a terrible time. Also, using I believe it's the Juju Herblore potion, I think is the right one, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I've done it, but I'm pretty sure that's the right one, where if you use the Juju Herblore potion, just look up Juju potions, you'll find out which one it is, but I think it's the Herblore one. It'll give you a better chance of getting a potion recipe when you do a dungeoneering floor. So that's another great way to speed that up as well. Yeah, no problem, Lave. And also, Lave, you can also join the Discord. The Discord is just open. You can join in there. You can ask people questions. There's a lot of people in there that do flipping and everything like that. You can also look on the Patreon if you're interested in being a donor for the channel. You can get prices literally given to you, so you can start flipping. I mean, there's always that one if you want to save time. It really depends on what way you want to go. You can learn everything on your own and do all your own research and everything. It just will take a lot of time. You know, you can speed stuff up if you're interested in being a donor, but that's up to you. What were the names of the friends chats? So you got tier 90s, which is 90 Weps PC. It's 90 Weps PC or 90 Wep PC. It's one of those two. Wait, I'm in it. Let's see. I'm advertising their friend chat. Let's see. 90 Weps PC right there. 90 Weps space PC. But remember, these guys only do tier 90 and tier 92s. And also, they're not really the greatest for getting information on tier 92s unless you... They're not really great for getting Drygores and all that kind of stuff. Actually, you will often see me in there giving them a lot of updates. And it's not because they're just that wrong. It's just the fact that it's the same thing that's wrong with every friend chat, and it's not really their fault. I don't blame them for it, and they're a useful friend chat. But just remember that the prices are going off of every random guy who gives a price. So if somebody sells a Nox Scythe for 1 million less than what they could have sold it for, then that's the PC they get, and then that's what they update their margins to. And so then when you read that, that's what you do, and you also don't make that million. So like there's been several times where, like on a Drygore or something like that, I've made like a 4 million margin on a Drygore, and their PC was like a 1.5 million margin, and I'm like, okay, well that's not right. But I don't know, they're good people, very helpful people in that one. Also, Flip Chat 1 is another one, although I don't like their chat that much, I'll be honest with you, because their prices are so whack. If any of you are in that chat, I'm not really trying to be offensive to you or anything like that, but the way they do their price checks is whack. And it actually just got more whack because the way that they do their updates. I was literally in there, and one guy said non-instant. What did he say? What did he say? Oh, no, I'm trying to think of what he said. He said non-instant. Oh, that's right. That's what he did. He said non-instant buy on some item for 6 million gold. And for those of you who have not watched my Flip for Wealth series, non-instant buy. My first name is Cody. You can say that. There you go. My first name is Cody, but for the non-instant buy, you see how I totally I have like a one-track mind. I totally just like put that into that sentence there. The non-instant buy was like, he said 6 million. And so when they updated the range, they updated the margin for that item. They said something like updated to 5.2 million to 6.025 million. And I literally said something. I was like, how does that make any sense? And the PCer was like, oh, well, that goes by our current rules and everything. And I was like, okay. But anyway, yeah, that's all the shit talking I'm going to do. It's not really shit talking. I'm just saying that it's kind of confusing when you use their stuff. Just understand. Now, obviously, I'm not shit talking about people that are just volunteering to give you prices or whatever. They're good people. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this cape was my first 120. I was super stoked about it, and I still love this cape. Let's see. Is Entangle or Enfeeble useful at all? Need idea for borrowed power for range setup. Okay, so I don't do a lot of high tier PVM, so my answer for that is not going to be the greatest, and I'm really not going to try to pretend to be anything I'm not. So I am not a high tier PVMer. What I can tell you is that I do know that like using some debuffs, yeah, with Mage, yeah, right there, against some things, like I know like against AOD, Telos and stuff like that, or Telos, whatever people say, is a great idea to like debuff their defense and everything. People usually use like a Statius Warhammer for that more, but yeah, I'm not really the person to ask. August can probably answer that better than I could, or somebody else in here. I know like a broad range of things because I've done most bosses at least once, but I'm not by any means a guy that does bossing all day long. The main reason why is because like when you take out the need for gold, then bossing isn't really anywhere near as fun. It's still a lot of don't get me wrong, it's fun, but it's not like, oh man, I'm gonna kill this boss for 10 hours in a row today. It's like, no, I don't think I want to do anything for 10 hours in a row. I can just do it for an hour, and that was a lot of fun. Yay, next boss. Let's see, go leave the tomb. Yeah, great price. They're off. It's not shit talking. I have a bit of experience. Like, it would throw new people off. Yeah, and yeah, it's a little misleading. And like I said, it's just because of the way the system is set up. They can't check everybody's prices to make sure everybody had the best margin. So it's kind of how it works. What about Entangle? Can I stun lock? Are you trying to PK people, or what are you trying to do? But yeah, I'm really not the guy to ask for doing that kind of stuff. Stun jellies at Yaka. Yeah, definitely not the person to ask for Yaka. I don't do Yaka. I don't do raids at all. I will probably end up starting doing raids here soon-ish, because I need to do insane final boss and stuff like that eventually, which I'm not in a rush to do. But I will eventually do bosses like that for, more consistently. Once again, maybe if I start streaming a lot more, then I will do more bosses like that. But yeah, I'm grinding skills right now. I don't need bosses. Let's see. Can you or anyone recommend a decently priced PC to run best graphics cleanly for RuneScape 3? So what I'm running right now is enough to run pretty much every game at max. I play Destiny 2 on here at completely maxed out everything and have zero issue. And I can actually have Destiny 2 on one of my screens totally maxed out, and everything going, and then also be playing RuneScape on Ultra on my other screen. So if you want a PC you can do anything with at a like kind of the minimum level, then this is really good. I'm using a EVGA GeForce GTX 1080, so basically a 1080 graphics card, and then I'm also using an i7 8700K from Intel. So it does, yeah, it's a beast. It wasn't too expensive, but it's definitely not cheap. But if you want something that's just gonna run really well for RuneScape, for like run best graphics and everything, and depending on if you want to do some extra stuff with it, like a 1070 is a pretty good deal right now for the GPU. The 8700K for your CPU is not bad. For like price wise, it's not bad. It's significantly better, significantly cheaper than like an i9 or something like that, which no one needs. But yeah, I don't know. This was the PC I decided to build because the Black Friday also helped out a lot. But yeah, I would recommend like a 1060, 1070 or something like that, and but yeah, like 1070 is pretty good. Yeah. Kind of what Lave just said, pretty much the same thing. And then also, I know there was a bunch of sales on 1070s right now too, so you might be able to get a good deal on it. And yes, like to run RuneScape on max graphics does actually take quite a bit of your GPU. And I know that because I've got a Windows PC, and then I've also, which I just built, and then I've also got a my bad. I've also got a laptop. I have a MacBook, which I love my MacBook. So any of you shit talkers against Macs, you can just go blow it. No, I've got both. I've got the Windows and I've got the Mac. I can say that there's great things about both, and they're both useful for different things. But my MacBook is not the best for GPU, and I can play it on Ultra, but you can't really like it's not like perfect FPS, and it's not like without some kind of lag or whatever. So like it definitely demands quite a bit on GPU. Because I don't like Mac. There's a lot of people that don't like Mac, but I can tell you from personal experience of using both daily. Like I literally use both of them every day. There are great things to do on a Mac that are so much easier on a Mac and so much more enjoyable on a Mac. But then there's also things that are way better on Windows. Yeah, and what Zombie says right there, Windows has more compatibility. That's the biggest benefit for Windows, is the compatibility and also the bang for the buck. you can get way more power in Windows for a cheaper price than you can in Mac. Like, I'm not denying you overpay out the ass for Mac. Like, Apple stuff is so overpriced. Ridiculously overpriced. But you're buying it for the aesthetic appeal, and you're buying it for the nice UX and stuff like that. So, know what you're buying. If everyone's complaint was, if everybody's complaint was, oh, it's overpriced, then nobody would ever have a Ferrari, because it's the most overpriced shit out there. Is like, sports cars are ridiculously overpriced, or nice clothes is overpriced as heck. You can just wear Goodwill. So you can't hate on them because of the price. What about meleeing? What spell would be useful from normal spellbook for a melee or range? If you're meleeing Mendel, then that would be a great time to use the... well, wait, no, you're not. You're not doing those. I don't know. Like I said, not great to answer. Ask somebody else in here. I'm really sorry. I can't answer the specific Yakimaru stuff because I don't have the experience there. I guess I agree. My laptop, I play on lower graphics. I think any true dedicated graphics would do great for RuneScape. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, like, but there's no reason to buy less than like a 1050 or 1070 at this point. Like, or like, sorry, like a 1060 or 1070 at this point. I mean, because if you're on such a budget that you need to not be able to buy a 1060 or 1070, then it might not be a good time to buy a PC. Is honestly what that means. Because my 1080 was, you know, it's not cheap, but it would not. I wouldn't call it uber expensive by any means. Let's see. In my opinion, Mac is good because of less viruses. With that said, I'm running Windows. Yeah. I mean, Mac is great for not having any kind of like errors like that. Like, you know, they've got their weaknesses. They both do. But they both have their strengths. So I like both. I'm glad I've got both now. I'm definitely glad I've got both. If you want a cheap Mac, build your PC, then install Linux on it. Mac, yeah, but I mean, you can definitely do that. But the only thing is, though, is like, I don't know. I don't want to do that. You could definitely do that if you want to. Well, it's got the regulated app store, but it also has less viruses because of quite a few other things too. You're fairly limited by what the like native like the OS's native like blocking and everything. Like it doesn't let you do a lot of stuff, and you have to like enable it. Honestly, the price hikes on PCs now is a graphics card and freaking RAM. I don't know. My RAM wasn't that bad. I've got the I've got RGB RAM. I've got 32 gigs of RGB RAM at like I don't remember the exact speed. And I'm not saying that because I didn't pay attention. I definitely pay attention. I just don't have it memorized. But it's fast. It's as fast as you would ever need, and it's great. But like I didn't pay that much though. For my 32 gigs, I got 4 sticks, RGB. So you know I paid too much, obviously, getting RGB, and I spent $350. Yeah, I think I spent $350. That was with shipping, tax, everything. So going overboard and getting RGB and all that other shit, and yeah, okay. I don't have a full RGB rig. Don't worry, I'm not that guy. But I've got a few RGB things in there because I like to be subtle, you know. Yes, Trident Z skill, G skill. Yep, you're right. Trident Z G skill. That is what I got. 350 is not bad for 32. Okay, I didn't think it was that expensive. I mean, if it used to be cheaper, then I wouldn't know. But I didn't think it was crazy. I mean, my graphics card was almost $600, so. Hang on one second, guys. I'm answering my friend's question. You know what? Okay, I'm back. I'm back on mic. I don't want to leave you guys hanging, so I'm just gonna. I'll talk my business stuff, and you guys can hear it and see what I do. So pin that tab, and then duplicate it, or you can duplicate it and then you can pin it if you want to. Are you bookmarking?
No.
Yeah, you were.
No, I was. I was trying to copy the thing.
What are you copying?
I thought you... Wait, what did you do?
Just right-click the tab.
Oh.
Right-click the tab and click duplicate, and then go to the original and pin it, and it'll slide it over to the left, and it'll be out of your way, and then move on to the next deck. When we're all done, I'm going to go back and review the deck list that you used. Get it? And then that way, before they're actually listed for customers, then I can actually go back and just like do some quality, do some QA. All right. So next one, do what's over there? Yes, windups. Do windups next. And windups, I'm well aware that windups is going to be you're going to be missing some stuff. Like I know that. So find stuff that doesn't have a bunch of missing things that you're able to get do it like you do with my Dolces. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, used to be significantly cheaper. Yeah, I believe you. No, for sure, because I know, because everybody's using it to do all this crap with it, so it makes sense. Used to be cheaper. I got 16 gig at 189. Now is like 260 to 280. No, man. Well, I mean, I paid 350 for 32. For 32, not for 16. 350. I can run Ultra on my MacBook. Yeah, I mean, I can run Ultra on my MacBook too. But I'm saying that like it has like some slight issues. But my MacBook is late 2014, so it's not like brand new. Let's see, 5 keys. Yeah, well, I mean, RAM may have been expensive for a while, but the thing is, I haven't built a PC ever. So get a new MacBook. They run this RS3 no problem. Well, I mean, like, I don't need like a better GPU in my MacBook. So my MacBook is still a beast. Like it runs like an upper level i7. So like it has no issues doing anything that I need to actually do on it. And now I use this for doing my RuneScape like streams and stuff. And I just realized I'm still in the friend chat. So now I don't need to get like a better one. Abusive employer-employee relationship. He's not my employee. Confirm item duplicator. More like tab duplicator. Come on, I just want Ibis. That's all I want. Just give me the black Ibis and no one gets hurt. Yeah, it is. It's basically a supply and demand. All those computer parts are commoditized, so. And I mean, hey, if they're getting more money, then why would they go down, right? I actually got a really good deal on my mic and everything. I got a really great deal on my mic and my my cam. I got the C922 for the cam, the Logitech C922, which is a decent cam. It'll function better than what it is right now as soon as I actually get my green screen here. So then you won't see like the clipping and everything. So, all right, Oblivion. Sorry, man. Sorry. I'm sorry your PC doesn't love me. Maybe I'll screw around with the settings next time. It still says unsupported resolution for latency. And then it says stream is healthy at the same time, always. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I know what the issue is. I didn't realize that the ultra low doesn't support 1440p. Okay, well there was a real easy answer. Well, you know what? That would have been easier to find if YouTube didn't say things that are dumb as the current resolution is 1440, which is not supported for this. The expected resolution is 1440. Like, what does that even mean? How dare you use what we were expecting? Okay, guys, so if anyone's having any issue, that's why. So anyway, I don't know. I'm streaming for a little bit longer here, and then yeah, then probably hop off because I don't want to do Pyramid Plunder for the entire evening, and I actually got to do some real work. Sadly, see August, I can't have 5.4 because I got to do work. So my stream was too good. Wait, what? Was it too good? Well, it's nice watching stream off a run. I'll probably maybe sub to your Patreon soon. Cool, Lave. If you're interested in doing the Patreon, I would recommend that you wait until the first of the month, because that way you get a full month. Otherwise, it'll charge you on the first. So avoid that. I don't have any interest in double charging, and I don't control the payments plan. So if you're interested in doing that, then whatever, then feel free to ask any questions you want to, man. You guys, and by the way, you guys can all join the Discord if you are interested in it. We just chat and hang out in Discord, and I'm always in the Discord, so that'd be cool. Can you go over your layout and why you like it that way? So currently, I just have my layout set because I really only need my chat over here, which I barely need, and then my backpack. That's the only reason why I have it like this. Just because I'm not doing anything besides clicking urns. If I was doing more intensive things than just clicking this, then I would probably have a much different layout. I just have it super clean right now. Well, fairly clean. You know, I got these bars over here, but whatever. This is not my normal layout. August, would you be down to do a collab? Sure, I'd be down. I mean, it'd be interesting to see how exactly we could do that as far as like a RuneScape video. You know, because like doing collabs for real life people is, you know, that's obvious. You just both meet up and you do a collab. But doing one on here, I mean, yeah, no, I'd be down to like trying to figure something out. Sure, why not? Okay, oh, hey, look, finally a swarm, and I'm just going to ignore it because I've already done everything else in this room. Okay, maybe I'm not going to ignore it. Maybe I'm going to slash it. Oh, it's because my auto retaliate's on. Let's go over here. You know what? I should I should change this. I should change my beachwear shirt to blue. That way that I'm matching my character's shirt. Ugh, I gotta stop hunching over in this chair and kill my back. I'm gonna be over here like, ah. I'll be playing RuneScape for like 20 more minutes and die. Okay. Woo! I haven't used Surge in a long time. I had like a need to use Surge. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know why anybody would want to take off the augmenters for the Drygores. Like I know you can hide augmenters, and for some things, yeah, sure. But I really like the augmenters on Drygores. I think they look really badass. Same for Excalibur. I think it, you know, well, Excalibur is kind of a boring sword if you don't have augmentations on it. So, but other things I think do look better without it. Like Seismic Singularity looks. I don't think Singularity looks very good with an augmenter on it. I don't know. That might just be me, but to me, I don't know. I just don't like it. Yes, sir.
So there's this wind-up rat. It's like
I don't think there's any wind-up rats in that stack. Is there?
no, I'm sorry. I mean, wind-up rat.
Okay. Yeah. So, are they using like a secret rare from the set?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's just limited.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll substitute it. We'll just. I mean, because like making substitutions and stuff is fine. We don't need to make the exact same like replicated thing. We just need to get it close, you know. So also, some people were asking earlier about Twitch and why I wasn't on Twitch right now, and if I was going to go do that. So, and yes, it is Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes, actually, one of the things that I do in the real world, and this is not one of my like main lines of income, but it's one of the things I do on the side is I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh since it came out, more super casually now, and in the last like 5 to 8 years, it's been super casually where I just play with my friends that happen to know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever. But like, no, I was super into Yu-Gi-Oh a long time ago, and then I started selling it about 15 years ago, I think. Probably about 15 years ago, 14, 15 years ago, I started selling it. And so yeah, I've been doing e-commerce for Yu-Gi-Oh for a long time. It's time to duel. Thank you, Caleb. You'll be Yugi for the evening. You'll be Yami. Uh, I don't think it was ruined with Xyz and Synchros. I actually really enjoy Xyz and Synchros. But I will agree, Josh, that it's like playing a different game at that point. Where, you know, you weren't like... It wasn't as fun as it was, you know. But I still enjoy them. I really enjoy Xyz and I really enjoy Synchros. So I think they're really fun now. I think Pendulums really effed up the game when Pendulums came out. That was... what? I mean... They're fun as long as it's balanced, but the thing is they power ramped it so hard that all the decks were super fast, and that's the part that I don't like about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like rock, paper, scissors, who goes first? Oh, I do? Okay, I win. Yeah, that's not fun. What? So yeah, I don't know. As long as both decks are balanced and it's not like a OTK and it's not a one-turn kill, then I really enjoy playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's just fun. And, oh, you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro online? That's awesome. I played, and no, I have not seen the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie. I saw the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie, though. And that was actually awesome. So the lady obviously did not know that I did Yu-Gi-Oh! Sales. But they decided that they had, like, a whole bunch of leftover Yu-Gi-Oh! Packs, because we saw it, like... We saw that movie, like when it was almost out of the theaters. And so they handed me literally an entire case of those, and I made like $5,000 at home. I'm not even exaggerating. Like I literally made like $5,000 off that case. So it was amazing because the case had like Blue Eyes Shining Dragon and everything else in it. So and Dark Sorcerer Magic and all that other stuff. So it was they were all expensive. So I was like, oh my god, you just handed me a car. Thank you. Which is wonderful. But yeah, my thoughts on Link Summon. I really, so far, don't like the idea. And the reason why I don't like the idea is two reasons. Number one, that's not the game that I play. That's not Yu-Gi-Oh! It's really not. When you change the way you play the game completely, it's not really Yu-Gi-Oh! now. Now it's like, oh, if you don't know what Link Summons are, you should go look. It's or maybe don't look. I don't know. I mean, do I think it could be a fun way to play the game? Sure, but I just don't want to always play the game like that. I don't have any interest in playing the game like that always. Like maybe like for a special event, sure, you know, because that's fun. But I want to use my decks that I've enjoyed for 15 plus years, you know. And it's already hard trying to keep older decks relevant with having to get newer cards. Like, well, and obviously I don't have any issue getting newer cards if I'm vending Yu-Gi-Oh! And selling stuff, but I mean more in the sense of, you know, okay, can I use Crystal Beast? Well, sure, you can use Crystal Beast if you add in a whole bunch of pendulums like Seeds and Synchros where it's pretty much not the same deck anymore. That's what I'm talking about, where you have to add new cards. It kind of ruins the fun of playing old decks, you know. But you know, Yami cheats. Yeah, no, yeah, he cheats. He cheats really bad. I like the super old show where like Mako, and they had to like destroy the moon to beat Mako. And oh my god, that was so funny. I was dying. It's on Netflix, or at least it was, and I was dying while I was watching that. It was so funny. Light Sworns are really fun, really fun. So yeah, I definitely hear you, Josh. Light Sworns are a lot of fun. One of my favorite things for Lightsworn was back when Lightsworn like first came out, and which, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, the best time of the game was, look at like there's two different golden eras for me. Number one was like GOAT format. If you know what GOAT format is, then you probably play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! But GOAT format is like old school with like Air Knight Parshath and using scapegoats, and then using like Divine Knight Excellion to run over the scapegoats, and you know, playing like Painful Choice and using all the banned cards and stuff. Like when the game was in that phase, like towards the end of that phase, that was like one of the golden eras to me and to a lot of people. And then the second golden era was like Dark Arm Dragon and Judgment Dragon and stuff like that for like, you know, Lightsworn and Teledad and all that stuff. So I loved Lightsworns when they first came out during that golden era of like Teledad and Lightsworn and stuff, because that was so much fun, because you'd set Raikou, Lightsworn Hunter, face down, and you do that turn one. Turn one, you'd set like maybe one trap or whatever because it's light swarms. You know, you're not running a bunch of back row, and then so you set Raikou, set your one card, pass. They summon something hopefully and attack it. They hit Raikou. And then Raikou blows up their card and then mills 3. And you're literally just like, come on, Wolf. Come on, Lightsworn Wolf. Come on, Lightsworn Wolf. It was amazing. Because you'd like top Lightsworn Wolf and get a free 2100 and you'd be like, amazing. Yeah, Josh. You need to mill Wolf or you lose most of the time. Yeah, see? You know exactly what I'm talking about. No, that was just a lot of fun. It was just a lot of fun to see what you were going to mill. And then there was a deck called Destiny Zombies. If any of you ever played during that time, that was kind of like towards the end of the Teledad and Lightsworn era. There was a Destiny Zombies deck, and it just used a ton of mill and was like Mizukis and all that kind of stuff out of the graveyard and everything. So it just took mill to like the hardcore, and it ran 3 card troopers, some Raikous, the full zombie board, and some Destiny heroes. That's why it was called Destiny Zombies, is because it ran Destiny heroes with it. It was a lot of fun. Best cheat was episode 1, 3 blue eyes, no sacks. Yeah. Hey, I remember actually playing like, well, I mean, because I started Yu-Gi-Oh when it very, very first came out. So like we only had Structure Deck Yu-Gi and Structure Deck Kaiba. That's it. There wasn't even booster packs when it first came out. If any of you guys remember that. And so there was no playing by the rules, you know. So like, you know, yeah, we summoned Skull and Judge Man and all this other stuff without playing any tributes. Is this a RuneScape stream or a Yu-Gi-Oh stream? I can't tell. Who cares? It's Friday. It's whatever we want it to be, right? Is there a way to play Yu-Gi-Oh online? The old place I used got shut down. So I used like Dev Pro, but they don't really update Dev Pro anymore, so it's kind of unusable. And then they were oh my god, what was the big one? The one that they took it down finally. Which one was that? Yu-Gi-Oh Pro. Well, there's another one though. It wasn't called Yu-Gi-Oh Pro. It was. Oh man. Okay, I'll think about it. It was the really big one, like the big one. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, there's Duel Links, but the thing is, Duel Links is not Yu-Gi-Oh. Duel Links is like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh minigame. It's not literally Yu-Gi-Oh. So, I don't know. Duel Links is, I don't know. I found it like entertaining for a little bit, but 2 problems. Number 1, I don't want to restart all over again. Like, I don't want to build up a whole new collection again. I don't have time for that. I'm trying to get 5.4 billion. Come on, guys. So, like, trying to like build up my new Yu-Gi-Oh collection on every game they come out with is not going to happen. And then also, there's only like 3,000 or 4,000 life points, so it was kind of set like it was back in the day, but then you can't really play actual Yu-Gi-Oh because it's not the real game. Oh, hey, mine buffed there. Mine actually hit buffering there for a second, so that was a little YouTube right there. Ooh, oof. All right, guys. Hey, I have a question for you. I have a question for you. So if I kill the stream and then bring it back, and I'm going to try to fix the issue that some of you might be facing. Can y'all just click back on the streaming button? click back on the live video button. All right, so I'm going to hop off for just like, give me like a second here. And then I'm going to kill the stream and fix the issue because I know what the issue is. So I'm going to fix that. All right, guys. So I'll be right back. Trust me, I'm not leaving. Or maybe I am. I don't know. I'll have to find out. Stay tuned next time. All right. Hang on one second, guys.